Alright, it is Friday. We just had Great British Pound news come out. Yesterday was CPI, so you could see the effect it had here. Definitely cleared things up a bit, right? It showed that we were going bearish, so plays into what we were expecting, but we didn't sweep any major buy-side liquidity, which is what I wanted to have happen. But we still had a giant wick to the upside and then closed lower, so it's still showing, like I said, the bearish intent. So I'm going to look for short dollar today. Price could tap into this. It doesn't really have to though, because we're already inside of a 4-hour for value gap. And we just have manipulation, so this is going to be the breaker, and breakers usually don't come back to the opposite side of its range, right? Usually stays pretty low. For the scenario here, we have an Asia opposing range because of this 1 hour for value gap, right? So Asia displaced against us, and then we had a 1 hour candle close through it. And I was looking at Euro, and I saw this, and I was going to be like, no, I'm not trading today. But then I saw this little button down here, and it said contract switch. And I remember ICT talking about open interest, choosing contract you want to be trading for futures. He was mainly talking about it for stock index futures. But same thing applies here. You check which contract has the most open interest, right? Which is like the most left open orders, right? And that's what you're going to want to be trading. So I forget like the exact detail. I don't want to go into like nitty gritty of it because I honestly don't understand it, but that's just what I know. So if you look at Euro here, it's the same, except it doesn't have the 1 hour opposing for value gap, right? Let's see if the other DXY does. Yes, it does. Yeah, the entry model for opposing 1 hour for value gap is we look for the 1 hour to close through it, and we look for either a 15-minute or 5-minute for value gap to try and go in there. So we already have this 15-minute here, and it looks like we've already tapped in. I mean, obviously we've tapped into OTE, right? So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and slap an entry on there because we're already inside of the 15-minute for value gap. 30-minute, we have wick to 30-minute as well. Just gonna market order. I'm gonna stop at the overall low. I'm gonna target these highs that we've been targeting for a while now. So alright, I am in. Entry was a little weird there, but I'm in. I do like how much of a upside move we've made so early on into the 1 hour candle. If we check the 4 hours looking bearish, and on here too, yeah, we just started this 4 hour, so yep. I was kind of thinking of just not trading today because it was, day after CPI, big news day, but since we hadn't taken any major liquidity after CPI, besides previous day's low for CPI, right? We have this overall swing low, and then we're close to the strong liquidity as well. Speaking of OTEs, I've been doing some back testing on FX replay battles, and this 90% stop I don't like. I've had 2 times where it does get 2 times, and to be fair, 2 times in like 10 trades or like 8 trades where it'll wick this and reverse and take profit. You know what I mean? So I don't know if I'm going to be using the 90% stop loss, but yeah, we're in this right now, so we'll just see how that goes. Also, I just realized that I placed this on 6E1, but it's still on here too because this 6E1 is the same contract, so that was tweaking me out a little bit. I was like, oh, I placed it on the wrong one, but I think we're good. It's kind of weird though. Nice because I'm meant to trade this contract anyways, right? But it just looks better like visually on here than it does on here, obviously, right? Holy. Alright, I really needed this one, I'm not gonna lie. I've been going through it, and yeah, this is gonna be nice. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end up taking probably half my position off. I'm gonna take 2 contracts off here. Let me see if I can actually change this. Confirm. Depending on how we blow through this high, I might actually, like if we blow through it strongly and just boom, like through it, then I'm just gonna not take anything off. But yeah, I did get a late entry, not gonna lie. This would have been the preferred entry, that 30-minute for value gap, or the entry of this 15-minute for value gap. That would be a lot better. Probably would have been able to risk maybe 5 contracts, but still, profit is profit. And I'm getting back on the roll of things now that price is clearing up. I still need to be careful though for next week until federal fund rates come out, because it could still go into a consolidation leading up to federal fund rates, right? So yeah, I'm just gonna wait for this candle to close. And let's see how it punches through this high. I want to see it just boom, skip through. Don't even go on the high, just close past it. And not go past it. Alright. There we go, that's what I wanted to see. I'm gonna go ahead and take 2 off there. If it punches back up, it's 1 contract off. Go ahead and move stops to break even here. I am going to add another sell limit. I think this 15-minute candle will punch through. I took 1 contract off at 1 to 1.5, which is fine. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Move that up there. Is that 1 to 1.5? Just under. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Boom, 2 contracts off. Stops at break even. Yeah, that means that I've secured pretty much 1%. So I could honestly just let this go if I want to. Okay, so I still have my stop loss there. I wasn't sure, but I saw the 17,920 in red. And I was like, okay, I'll be there. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave my take profit at that overall high. Let's just see real quick. Wait, actually, I was gonna pull out a calculator, but that's easy. 110 ticks on 1 contract, so that's $625. So if I'm already up 1%, yeah, already secured 1%. So if this hits, and that's in a little over another 1%. Yeah, I'm with that. I'm literally just gonna leave that and see what happens tomorrow. Alright, so the runner did end up getting stopped out at break even, but still a profitable day. So we're chilling.